Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, January 11th, 2018. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Dave Palumbo's rule number 37 for bodybuilding success states that good things don't come to those who wait. They come to those who are brave enough to go out there and make it happen. And I can't think of a braver athlete in the fitness division right now than Species Nutrition star Stacy Dawn. Less than 8 weeks out from making her way out to the Arnold Classic stage in Australia, Wright and her team have been really starting to kick things into high gear as of late. This week, a little birdie told me that Wright is coming into Sydney, Australia, more than confident than she's been at any point in her career, which in my view is a major statement considering just how good she's been over these last 18 months. At her best, Stacy Dawn is probably one of the more underrated talents in the entire fitness division. But kicking off your season with a top 5 finish at the Arnold Australia sure does seem like it would be a good way to get people to start looking in your direction. When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me that the best way to take down a bully was to ball up your fist and punch him square in the mouth. And I'm not exactly sure who pissed off Heather Dees recently. All I know is that I definitely wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of whatever's about to come up next. Earlier this week, the Dees camp dropped their latest round of updates from their Arnold Classic prep, where we see the former runner-up looking like she's starting to get into that old championship swagger. I know when I speak for figure fans everywhere when I say that it was a pretty awesome to see Dees find her stride again last season. So hopefully she can keep the momentum rolling and march that new and improved version of Dees 3.0 right back to the top of the division once again. All my fitness entrepreneurs out there know what it's like to want something so bad and to be so insanely hungry to succeed that you can almost taste it. And from where I'm sitting, perennial Bikini Olympia threat Casey Samsel looks like she's got a hunger that I'm all too familiar with. Tuesday morning, Samsel and her team released their latest update 8 weeks out from bringing her talents to the Arnold Classic stage, where she'll look to finally take a bite out of that sweet success that she's been chasing over these past few seasons. The jump that Samsel's been able to make over the last 12 months have been absolutely remarkable when you consider how loaded the bikini division is from top to bottom right now. So if she comes into Columbus showing anything even remotely resembling the improvements she made in her last off season, there's a very real chance that Casey Samsel walks out of the convention center as the 2018 Arnold Classic bikini champion. Back in the day, I remember my old Jewish grandma used to make a chicken soup so good you'd swear it can grow back a limb. And I don't know who Pedro Baron had cooking for him lately, but whatever they've been doing is definitely getting the job done. After being sidelined for a few weeks while he was rehabbing a few injuries, Barone and his crew seem to be getting back to business as usual. According to my sources out of Gold's Venice, Barone already has been able to put somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 pounds on in the last few weeks without giving up any of that trademark extra crispy off-season conditioning. Whether or not his health will hold up long enough for him to give it a run this season is still anyone's guess right now. But if he can swing it, it would be great to see him make a run at a show like the Cal Pro that always seems to be an awesome turnout. There are some classic scenes in the movie Jaws where you find yourself staring at the screen because you just know something major is about to go down. And for anyone out there who's been following UK big man Luke Sandow's prep up to this point, aren't you kind to start to get that same feeling? Well, earlier in the week, a gigantic-looking Sandow dropped video from one of his latest chest day efforts as he slowly starts to round into form for the upcoming IFBB Indy Pro. Pound for pound, Sandow is probably going to be packing as much muscle as anyone else up there on that stage. So the key for him now will be buckling down to make sure he takes care of things on the conditioning end, because that is always what ends up being the determining factor for victory. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.